How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting, and welcome back to Muv-Luv Monday. We're back in the day after, episode 2, and yeah, we had a very intense memory flashback at the end of last time, with a lot of contemplating whether or not Hibiki should be getting his memory suppressed. Very heavy stuff, and we jump right into Ellen, you know, being the icebreaker that she is. So I figured that was a good place to end, so we'll be picking things up here. So yeah, things are going a bit traumatic, and like I said, this is really starting to like lean into this idea of like we're going to be seeing a lot more of the human-on-human warfare this time around, so... Oh boy, that's going to be fun. Anyway, if you can't tell from the hair, it is extremely hot and humid today. It was like AC blasting, and we still like... it's still like super warm. It's still warm in here right now. We're expecting some major thunderstorms coming through, which is why it's also super humid. And when it gets humid and my hair gets a chance to actually be floofy, because like I get from my mom, I have curly hair, but they're big curls, and so my hair has to be long enough, and usually has to be humid enough for it to really snap into place. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. So you get this like pillow on top. It's great. It's kind of almost like Elvis-y right now, but I'm not doing anything with it. It's just kind of my hair for today. Oh, what a nightmare. I also went out and got some sun. Yes, that's right. I went outside. It was pretty nice. We went to a pool and stuff. It was just, I got to really get out this weekend, which was really fun. All right, anyway, let's jump right into things, shall we? Because I don't think there's anything else to really say. Happy you guys are here. Sit back, relax, and let's see if we get traumatized. You actually picked up on that.
ちげえよ。え？じゃあ夜中からずっと相引きしてたのかしら。もっと大胆です。違います。
Yuzuka sounds so disappointed. Oh yeah, she's not freaking out. She's serious. She's like,
あれ、ゆずちゃん？注意と私はそんな関係ではありませんから。
Oh boy. Here we go. There she is, new vest girl.
いつまで経っても状況が変わらないな。立浪注意。貴様はシミュレーターを娯楽機器の類と考えているのか？
Captain Kamaki, I know you're doing this for the right reasons, but oh, you're getting on my nerves.
いえ、滅相もございません。
ほう、言ったな。では明日、ベータが来襲したらどうするつもりだ？今の
現状では対応不可能です。申し訳ございません。
It's the truth. I have nothing to say in our defense. Gosh darn it, stings like a bee to get chewed up in front of all these people.
ミオの雫少尉は貴様の配下になってから実力が落ちたようだな。
Dang.
原因は把握しているのか？言ってみろ。
は、シミュレーターによる訓練不足でレーザー級対策に不慣れな状態が依然。
言い訳するな、バカ者！
は。
I answer, she bites my head off. I keep quiet, she bites my head off. Darned if I do, damned if I don't. I know I'm supposed to do something about it, but what exactly am I every single effing day, dude? What do you expect from me?
申し訳ございません。シミュレーター使用時間を確保し、技術向上に努めます。
I'll just leave out the part about not necessarily being feasible. Barely managing to get a couple hours in simulator yesterday. Even if the simulators are running at full capacity, there are only so many slots to go around, and even when there are slots available, we're often on duty. Captain Kamaki's gotta know, but does she care? No one bit. She would need to have a soul for that.
それだけか。シミュレーターの使用時間が問題なのか。
That's the only darn thing we can do right now, yes.
貴様の部隊は前線に置いておくにはふさわしくない部隊だ。すなわち実動レベルにないということだぞ、立浪。
What? Any active combat role? That's not a nice thing to say. Sure, when it comes to laser clash we're lacking, but if it ain't like we're terrible all around or anything, plenty of other squads are worse than us overall. Yes, ma'am. She really has it in for me. The worst part, I can't find it in me to blame her. Captain Kamaki's been in the shadow of Major Jinguji from the start, and now the media's gone out of its way to make me look like the real heir to the throne. I'm a thorn in her side, that's all I am to her.
招待成績に向上が見られない場合は、隊員の配置転換も考慮する。
Like, to what though? A reassignment. She wants to ground Miono? Yeah, that ain't happening. We don't have enough TSFs to go around these days, but the lack of experienced surface pilots is an even bigger issue. Miono can't fight the laser class yet, but she's got a good grip on everything else. It'd be unbelievably stupid to go to ground a perfectly good surface pilot, and that's how I know she's bluffing.
貴様の正体は前線哨戒任務から外す。当面はプラント警備だ。空き時間をシミュレーター演習に当てろ。
Interesting.
厳しい任務をお引き受けくださる他部隊の隊員様たちに感謝しろ。貴様のケツを拭うのはそいつらだぞ。
I know she's probably doing it for the right reasons, but oh, she is aggravating.
は、感謝いたします。
何としてでも日米合同演習前までに修正しろ。英雄殿の有名はアメリカ軍にまで響き渡っているらしいからな。
了解しました。
Man, she's even capable of not being sarcastic. Star nice queen. But to her credit, she's just thrown us a lifeline. There's always slots to go around when people are forced to sleep at the front. Some of Miono's issues require more than just time for us to fix, but this is a good start. Nothing's going to change if I keep complaining, and now that we've got plenty of access to the simulators, it's not like I have the right to complain anyway. Gotta make the best out of the situation. Glass half full and all.
なお、英雄殿のバカンスの代わりに前線配備される部隊に通達しておくことがある。先ほど気象観測班から報告があった。
Interesting. So weather patterns are changing. Is the world finally starting to like readjust itself?
磁気嵐の再活性化の動きが見られるとのことだ。こうなると水平線見通しでの通信しか効かなくなる可能性が高い。
Oh, that's terrifying.
前線待機する部隊は常に中継機の状態に留意するように。以上だ。
Right.
レーザー来るぞ。ベータ軍に突入して回避する。了解。
Here we go. We're making it in time.
ナイトウォール3よりウォードックリード援護する。やろうどもついてきな。
Go get him.
了解。
Night Owl. That's a cool flight, dude.
照射警報解除。
ウォードグリードよりナイトウォール3先に行く。支援頼む。了解。じゃんじゃん行ってくれ。行くぞ。足を止めるなよ。了解。
Here we go. Here they come. Simulated, of course. Destroyer class incoming? Crap, they're close.
ガッキー3回してデストロイヤー級集団を抜けろ。高く飛ぶんじゃねえぞ。了解。
No point burning through our ammo on them. Not in the front, at least. There they are. There they are.
焦んな、ミオノ。
She's too tense. This ain't how she would react under normal conditions. Her response time ain't half bad, but she's still a rookie, and these repeated failures are forcing Miono to realize she doesn't have enough battles under her belt to hang in there with the rest of us. How am I supposed to make this darn exercise fun if it's just shining a gigantic spotlight on her shortcomings? Oh no. Did they spin around? No, too high, too high!
飛ぶな。
And she's done. Are you for real?
あちゃー、やられちまったな。ま、さっきよりは良くなった良くなった。
God, those instincts, man. Those instincts are killing her.
すみません。
フェーズ2からやり直すか。
注意、シミュレータールームの使用時間を超過しますので。
了解。大神注意。諦めるとしましょう。全員格納庫に集合。そこで反省会だ。了解。
とにかく基本。迷った時は基本に立ち返ることを忘れないように。ベータの分布を確認すること。高く飛ばないこと。
Is that gonna be enough, though, is the question.
はい。あとは地形展開に気を配ることと爆風に注意を払うことね。
そうですね。地形を見て進行ルートをご自分で判断できるようになるとかなり楽になりますよ。はい。
They're taking things over as usual, huh?
しずくっちの場合、レーザー級以外の対応は悪くない。やっぱりちょっと意識しすぎなんじゃないか。
Oh, Gummy. She's cool.
はい、申し訳ないです。
そんなに萎縮して小さくなんなよ。別に取って食おうってわけじゃないんだからさ。
すみません。本当に大丈夫ですよ。苦手意識さえ克服すれば、ミオの少尉の腕なら何も問題はないです。
Mm-hmm.
頑張ります。
Oh, what are we supposed to do? This is the same problem we had with Asumi's background too, right? Like, she had the companion that wasn't up to snuff, and like she's trying to figure out how we're gonna get through to her, how we're gonna help her out, and like nothing seemed to work. I don't know what the answer to this problem is. It's really something that just... I don't know what I would do in his shoes. I have no idea. We've seen this situation come up time and time again, and I've never seen an adequate... Maybe there is no answer. Maybe it's just, you just gotta go and just hope for the best. To be honest, Miono's noticeably worse at fighting the laser class. Now, I ain't saying Captain Kamaki's example is one I want to follow, but part of me doesn't want to give it to her straight. I ain't trying to say she's not improving, she is, but it's too little too late. What makes this entire thing worse, Miono's a prodigy and she knows it. The pressure she's putting on herself must be unbearable. Whatever's holding her back, it's all inside her head. Man, I'm a total loss. I promised Yuzuka and Ellen I'd leave it to them, and I doubt they'd take kindly to me butting in so soon, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. But at least one thing is clear, Miono's physical condition ain't gonna improve overnight.
というところで、立浪注意?
And again, is mollycoddling really the best thing to be done right now? The drill sergeant back at the academy never cut us any slack. They were kind of hard asses who'd tell the recruits that if you couldn't get your butt in gear, the greatest contribution you could make to the war effort would be to hurry up and die. Buttholes pushed through the brink of every single day that forced us to past our limits, and honestly, I'm glad they did. I wouldn't be here today if they didn't put me through the ringer. Gender never entered into the equation. They treated us all like crap regardless. So maybe the problem here is that Yuzuka and Ellen are too soft on Miono? If that's the case, I have to say something.
もしもし。
Okay, don't make the mistake though. Talk to Ellen and Yuzuka first and be like, look, I don't know if this is working. I'm gonna have to step in because imminent reshuffling of a squad, that's coming. If she can't deal with the laser class, if she gets killed, worst case scenario, she'll drag us all down with her. It's only a matter of weeks until the joint simulator exercise with the Americans. We'd better do something about our issues before then.
おーい、立浪注意?
Anyway, it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world to tell Yuzuka and Ellen to be a little more strict. Although, which one of the two should we play bad cop? Because we can't have both of them pressuring her. Yuzuka? That might backfire. Miono doesn't respond well to extra pressure. Wouldn't surprise me if she fell back into a corner. Normally that'd mean she'd run to Ellen, but that could be different this time. Maybe she'll rebel against her, thinking that it's Ellen's fault too. In that case, I might as well go ahead and get ahead of the game and have Ellen play bad cop from the get-go.
立浪注意?
Huh?
と、すまん。考え事をしていた。何かあったのか?
That's what I get for spacing out. Man, look in her eyes. She's like a puppy that knows she's about to be put down. The officer's manual sure as hell didn't cover what to do at times like this.
あのな、真面目にやってくれよ。注意は、日米合同シミュレーター演習に向けて、これからどう進めていくつもりなんだ?
Honestly, what I would do would be like, let's talk about the exercise. Talk about what could have gone better. Come up with a plan. And it'd be like, all right, I really need to think about this. Give me a day. Tomorrow I'm gonna try and come back with an actual structure.
まだもう少し日があるので、基本的にはこの流れで克服に持っていこうと思ってます。
Complete bullcrap. Miono's standing right there, so I better tread lightly. Time I have serious talk with Ellen and Yuzuka.
日米合同演習?
ああ、帝国じゃシミュレーターの台数の都合で大規模演習はできないが、アメリカ軍基地なら連隊規模で連結演習できるらしいんだ。迎撃作戦は日米共同の作戦になるからな。その演習をするってことだ。
それでフォートルイスアメリカ軍基地に行って編集することになってるって聞いてませんよ。
あれ言ってなかったっけ？
Oh, come on, man. Really?
全くもって金輪際 100% 確実に聞いてません。
Careful. That's the danger smile. By the way, also, hang on.
全くもって金輪際 100% 確実に聞いてません。
Okay. I did take some Japanese lessons, very basic. I'd love to learn more, but I'm kind of dumb. But there's with the language book, fetch. I can't remember what they're called. Like it's the kind of the classic one, the college level like Japanese lessons. They used to come with discs, but now they have a correlating app for like, you know, doing voice work with you and like giving you examples to listen to, repeat back and such. Did the voice actor who plays Yuzuka, I wonder if she's done work with them, because I swear this line sounds like it's being read off of that CD. Like, let's listen to that real quick.
全くもって金輪際 100% 確実に聞いてません。
Yeah, like I swear it's the same voice, like the same person, and she's obviously like delivering that line very like almost like tight mouth, like I'm quite confident you didn't tell me that before, you know, because it's supposed to be very direct and to the point, and so she's enunciating very clearly, which makes me really think again about like that study. Like again, like I'm not sure if I'd be able to recognize voices very well, especially in Japanese, but I swear it's the same.
なんでそんな大事なことをなんで教えてくれないんでしょうね、立浪注意は。
Oh boy. Yep, here comes Axe Burner. Oh crap. Goodbye, cruel world.
まあまあ、あんまり考えすぎてもろくなことにならねえぜ。リラー。仙道少尉、それはあれだ。need to know ってやつだ。
本当でしょうか。
I love that expression. Yuzuka gets the best facial expressions in the whole game. Look at that. She looks like a meme.
本当だ。別にただ単に忘れていたとかそういうことじゃないぞ。断じてないからな。
どうだか。
つう感じだな。うちのとこは以上だ。野郎ども、なんかあるか？はーい。せっかくの休みだったのに。これって小隊長が補填してくれるんですよね。うるせえ！今度おごってやるって言ってんだろ？
I really like Ogami. I think she'd be a handful, but she seems like a lot of fun.
ほんま約束ですよ。嘘言わんといてくださいよ。
隊長、最近付き合い悪いからな。
Huh?
ねえ。
大神注意の正体は仲いいですね。
こいつらが生意気なだけだよ。部下の生意気を生かしてやるのも、あたしの同僚さね。ところで、立浪注意。チート悪いが、この後、少し顔貸してくれ。
Frankly, yes, I'd love one.
了解っすよ。
What's this about? Something we can't talk about in front of the others.
悪いな。時間もらっちまって。
いえ、こちらこそ。注意には、もろもろ感謝ですよ。
いいっていいって。落ちこぼれ同士、お互い様だろ？
We slow kids. She says that like it's a good thing.
それで、何でしょ
立浪注意はさ、ミオノのことをどう考えてる？
Yeah, I know.
もちろん、どんな状況でも結果を出さなきゃダメなのは分かっているけど、あいつはまだ子供じゃないか。
What would you do then? Everyone's real quick to point that out, but doesn't have any actual advice for me.
いやさ、私が言うのも変だけど、あいつを見捨てないでやってほしいんだ。
Of course.
そうですね。でも、子供だからって許せるわけでもないってのが現実ですから。辛いとこですね。
だな。
俺も注意と気持ちは同じですよ。でも、戦場に出れば ミオノを一人前の英士として扱わざるを得ない。
Right.
あいつのミスで仲間が窮地に立たされるような状況を招くわけにはいきません。それが小隊長である俺の責任です。
立浪中尉の立場は分かってる。だけどさ、そうは言っても、そんな理屈や都合で、あいつの状態が変わるわけじゃない。
Of course not. We know that.
それに知ってるだろ？あいつの体調の問題。
Yeah.
ええ。報告書は取り寄せました。
I've been wondering about a couple things ever since talking with Ellen, so I decided to take a look for myself. Miono's has gotten her menstruation twice this month. She's on her second period right now. I have no idea what that actually feels like, obviously, but I can tell it ain't pleasant. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that whatever she's going through, it's pretty darn serious.
私もそうなんだけどさ、そういう時って情緒不安定になったりしてきついんだよな。
Yeah.
そういうもんですか。
なんだよお前はいつも情緒不安定っぽいじゃねえか。とか、言わねえのか？言ったらぶっ殺すけど。
No, I'd never dream of that. Random emotional outbursts about and randomly making things much bigger deals than they actually are? It's not like you've ever done that before.
言いませんよ。
Close call. Nice going, me.
まあ、とにかく、薬物で体をいじくられてるあいつの方が、もっときついだろうなってことだ。死の子の言わねえでやれっていうのは簡単だし、正論だけど、それでできるんなら誰も苦労はしないだろう。
But is it gonna be enough?
ね、ちょうど注意の隊には、2人もいい女がいるわけだし、もう少し任せてみちゃどうかなって思ってさ。
It's just getting hard, though. Oh, that's what she was after.
そうっすね。そっちの方がいいかもしれませんね。
Lieutenant Ogami must have figured out that given Miono's lack of improvement, it was only a matter of time until I came down on her like a ton of bricks. I guess she's also realized I'm getting frustrated with how Yuzuka and Ellen are handling things. Man, she read me like an open book. Ogami's really, she's got it. She's, like, she comes across like an idiot, and she's probably an idiot in a lot of ways, but she gets it. She gets it. That's what I like about her. It's a good thing she talked me down, because in all honesty, I have no idea what to do.
実際のところ、仙道少尉とエイス少尉に任せっきりですよ。どうにもこうにもデリケートな問題だからって言われて。
そっか。それならそれでいいんじゃない？任せないと部下が成長しないって言うし。
注意は本当に面倒見がいいっすよね。
Saying Lieutenant Ogami is a little abrasive would be the understatement of the century, but when push comes to shove, I can tell she actually would quite consider it.
そっか？案外とよ。でも、私が面倒見られんのは、自分含めて3人までだな。
You want to run that by them, see what they say?
3人の部下。
She must mean her subordinates. The numbers don't lie.
なんだかんだ言って、臆病だから、死なれるのが怖いんだ。
Really? I would know, yeah.
死なれる。
自分の腕で包めるぐらいなら、なんとか守ってやれる。いざとなれば、私がやればいいんだから。
It's just like, I'm strong. It's an interesting pose. Feels cool. She's got slender arms for it, but you know what? Especially with that training, I imagine she's quite buffer than me. I'm sure she could take me out in a second.
だけどそれ以上は無理だ。大切な奴らが散っていくのは見たくないんだ。
Amen to that.
小さい考えだってのは分かってるよ。だから出席は縁がないんだよな。キャリアはあっても招待状止まり。
Yeah, but you look like you're pretty happy where you are.
英士になってどのくらいに？
おお。女の年を聞くなんて。ずいぶん調子くれてんじゃん。
Another great screenshot right here.
すみませんでした。
Talking to Lieutenant Ogami's like walking through a minefield, except the landmines are probably nicer. Better listen to my intuition real closely.
特別に許す。
うっす。感謝します。
Commander's not supposed to sacrifice himself when push comes to shove. It's the other way around. If you can't set your emotions aside and order a subordinate to their death, you ain't fit to be leader. End of story. Lieutenant Ogami knows that, but she still wants to be the one carrying the entire burden. There's bound to be a story behind that.
立浪注意はたかしによく似てるよな。しずくっちが懐くのもそこが原因かもしれないな。
Takashi. So I'm guessing this is a reference to just something I haven't experienced yet. Takashi, who's that?
ああ、悪い。角の仲間だ。そいつの家の親父さんが面白い人でね。いい加減なんだけど優しくてさ。
Oh,
身寄りをなくした子供を預かってたんだよ。
gotcha.
そんなに似てるんですか？
姿形は似てないよ。あいつでかかったし。
Oi!
雰囲気がちょっと似てる。なんか問題があったとしても冗談にして許してやるみたいな雰囲気でね。
He's like,
それにしても村を出て広い世界を知った時にいろいろ考えさせられたよな。
yeah.
自分の夢みたいなことだけやっててもダメ。志は高く、でも地に足をつけてなすべきをなす。これだなって。
There's that theme again. Solid foundation.
昔は今よりもっと尖っててさ、自分のこと俺なんて呼んでて教官に怒られてさ、随分強制されたよ。
Alright. I keep picturing in my head for some reason, like if I were in a flight with Ogami. Like, I could be one of her three stooges. And just because ironically, because like I tend to just naturally just avoid swearing. Not that I have any problem with it, but I just choose not to. And with her like always swearing, like we'd make such a funny pair.
ああ、そうでしたか。
Kind of half butt there, half butted it there, you instructors.
そんなこんなでギリギリのところで生き残って、自分の手からこぼれていくものを見つめて。
Dang.
でも私思うんだよな。確かに私の手の届く範囲は狭いかもしれないけど、私が救った誰かが他のやつを助けていってくれれば、そうすりゃこんな世の中でもなんとかなるんじゃねえかって。
I like that attitude. If someone I help helps somebody else in the world, then I've at least made it a little better.
だからあの子には目をかけてやりたいんだよ。面倒見られるのは3人までなんて言っといて、ミオノは4人目なんだけど、やっぱり同居って意味は深いからさ。
Right.
大したことはできないと思うし、そもそも越権行為だし、いろいろ口出しされて煙たいかもしれないけど、許してほしいんだ。
何を言ってんですか？越権行為とかそんなこと言ってる時じゃないですよ。
Yeah, it's professional advice.
注意の存在がミオノにとって自身を高めるために必要なら、そばにいてやってほしいって俺からお願いしますよ。遠慮なく、じゃんじゃんお願いしますよ。
さすが、英雄殿は器がでかいね。実は、よその上官に部下をいじられるのは嫌じゃないかって思ってた。
Not sure if it quite translates because phrasing.
そんなことないっすよ。俺の舞台だけの問題じゃない。他人の力を借りなきゃいけないのは情けないことかもしれないですけど。
That's a good attitude.
そんなもんは気にしてられないですよ。
You gotta do what you gotta do.
結果が良くなるってのが確実なら、ほんと、注意に土下座してでもお願いしますよ。
Good boy.
立浪注意の土下座か。なんか似合うな。
Hey, you gotta earn that. Shut up. I'm trying to have a moment here, dang it.
今のあんたにとって英雄って称号は分不相応な勝手に広がっちまった迷惑の大風呂敷なのかもしれないけど、
That's almost the worst part, actually.
そのうち追いつくかもね。少なくとも私はそう思うよ。
Oh, well, thank you.
それ以上は勘弁してください。
ってなわけで私の話は終わりだ。これからもよ。
こちらこそ、大神注意。
じゃあな。
Jana. Lieutenant Ogami is a classic example of why you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Sure, she comes across as brash, maybe even kind of dumb, but she's surprisingly thoughtful. Anyway, time to have a talk with Ellen and Yuzuka. Miono's not gonna like that everyone's talking around her. December 5th, 2005.
見えてきました。すごいです。大きいです。
テレビで見
Oh,
る
there
よ
it
り
is.
はるかに存在感あるわね。これが技術大国日本の象徴ね。極東の小国が世界相手に互角にやり合ってこられたのも納得。
確かに生産プラントは日本の国民性を如実に表していると言っていいかもしれませんね。
Okay, I'm not sure I follow, but alright.
どういうことですか？食料生産プラントという施設自体は当時から他国も持ち合わせていました。日本ももともとはそれを輸入していたんです。
Oh, okay, I see. It's kind of like an echo to the electronics age, and I'd even say the vehicle industry. Like, sure, Japan wasn't the source of a lot of the inventions that birthed electronic devices and vehicles, and yet I still genuinely think that Japan is pretty much top tier when it comes to both. In fact, my family are like to the death defenders of Toyota vehicles because they're the perfect blend of like accessible mechanically. So like it's something I can do a lot of the basic mechanical work on them, and when you have to go take them into the shop, it's never going to break the bank. But at the same time, they're also really hardy like vehicles. They go for a while. You take care of them, they take care of you. I can name several brands that I wouldn't trust as far as I could throw them, which was nowhere. But that's just because like I've done things like drive a rental car for like a few weeks, and we had a rental car for a month not too long ago. And I'm not gonna smash the brand or anything specifically, obviously, but like all I know is that like that vehicle had like 40,000 miles on it, and it already had an engine that was sounding a little funny, like the transmission was starting to go. And I know that that rental companies typically at least do the bare minimum care, right? Like consistently making sure that the inspections are done and that the oil's changed and like that all the fluids are properly taken care of. And yet it felt like that engine was running worse than our Toyota that was over 140 miles at the time. 140,000 miles at the time. Like, it's just one of those things where I'll swear by Toyota to my dying day. Of course, things could change, but it's a good example of that.
そいつを研究、改良、発展させたってことだろ？
はい。コアモジュールに関しては今では完全に日本独自の技術で作られブラックボックス化されています。
Nice.
なるほどね。そういえばニュースではさらにあれにも改良が加えられてるって言ってたわよね。
I like how Ellen here, like I don't know if this is again another translation like issue, but like how she's referencing that our engineers, like she's like fully casually implying that she's essentially a Japanese citizen now.
あれ？コントロールタワーですね。あそこはコアモジュールを収容し培養プラントを統合管理する基部なんですよ。だからそれだけ様々な機能が集中していて建設には時間がかかるみたいです。太陽光による発電所も兼ねているので背も高くしなければいけないですし。
Oh, very nice.
でも今回は先に完成する培養プラントをその都度稼働させて一日も早く食料生産を開始したいっていうことだから。
相当設計が見直されてるみたいね。無理がたたってトラブルを起こしたりしなきゃいいけど。
I don't know if any of these engineers are the people who helped work with the Susano, then we're good. But the problem is too, we probably sent our best people away. Remember, with like alternative 5, send the best minds. So,
そうですね。それは勘弁してほしいですね。それにしてもゆずちゃん詳しいね。こういうの好きなの？別に好きなわけじゃないですけど。好きじゃないのに詳しいんだ。頭いいんだね、ゆずちゃん。ありがとう。
not sure if Miono realizes what she's implying.
ゆずかは相手を否定するために相手のことをとことん調べて攻めどころを見つけるタイプなのよ。陰険作詞なのよ。怖いわ。
Machiavelli. It's funny, I actually recently have been reading The Prince, and it's a really insightful and well written. Like, it's one of those things where, like, I hear a lot of people can be skeptical of it, but, like, give the man credit. He has his sources, and he makes his good references, and he spells things out in ways that are fairly clear to understand and follow very logical patterns. There's a reason The Prince is, like, such a long-standing book, and I think it's something worth reading.
違います。そんなんじゃないです。調べ物するのは嫌いじゃないですけど。
その程度にしとけよ。けど、もう今月中には1号機が稼働だぜ。なんだか夢みたいな話だな。
Oh yeah. How long has it been since Her Highness came to Seattle? About 2 months?
あと少しですね。そしたらみんな食べ物に不自由しなくなるんですね。
さすがにすぐには無理だと思うけどね。順調にいけば良くなるでしょ。
Good, good.
食料事情の好転期待と建設に絡む職業の斡旋でこの2ヶ月治安は非常に安定しているらしいですし、そのままいい方向に回ってほしいですね。
Thank freaking goodness.
そうだな。まあ、そういえば1号機の本格稼働開始の時にはパーティーやるらしいぜ。
Ooh, that sounds fun.
パーティーですか？楽しみです。ケーキは出るんですか？
Apparently Miono's a fan of cake. I mean, it makes sense, but still, that's really adorable.
当日警護任務担当するかもしれないぞ。
お仕事ですか？みんながパーティーしてる時にお仕事ですか？
Yeah, life of a soldier.
ケーキは？
詳細はまだ聞かされてねえんだよ。ケーキは余ったらもらえるんじゃない？
そうですか。
Oh, sucks, but I can't let Miono get her hopes up too much.
それは精神的にきつそうね。私の中のルサンチマン的な何かが目覚めそう。
Yeah, I can already tell Hibiki's gonna get invited. He better be able to get the rest of them invited too, or else they're all gonna be so angry.
私たちは公務員ですから、当番になったとしても仕方がないですよ。
A6J 和田摘み。戦術歩行攻撃機だな。本物見るの初めてか？
Okay, so the tactical surface attacker, is that the one that we saw in the, what was his name? It's like the guy who was like the super secret agent man who was actually just like a guy that helped ferret out those like secret undercover spies. Like that's one of the things that he was able to punch his brother out of. Yeah, or his like best friend. Yeah, it was his brother or best friend or something.
本物は写真よりごっついですね。和田摘さんが生産プラントの防衛任務についてるんですか？
Watasumi.
そうですね。今は和田摘が進化を発揮する上陸作戦なんてなさそうですからね。格納庫で寝かせたままよりは。
それだけじゃねえよ。A6 の火力は防衛用の砲台としては最高だろ。
Ah, that's why it's here. It's an it's the closest thing to a true anti-TSF weapon they have.
砲台ですか
120ミリが2門に36ミリチェーンガンが片腕6門の計12門。ついでに装甲は潜水艦と同じ耐圧角で頑丈この上なし。
Oh, so these are beach stormers. That'd be kind of cool to walk this thing across the bottom of the ocean.
おまけに上陸作戦時には支援の潜水母艦から対地クラスターミサイルだぜ。はっきり言って火力は半端ない。強いぜ。
Now, can laser class fire lasers underwater? I'm pretty sure they can, but I'm not sure exactly how well it works.
和田摘ってとっても強いんですね。
絶対にやり合いたくない相手だな。
I sleep a lot easier knowing that guarding the plant, but it also serves as a constant reminder that our most valuable asset is a strategic target.
それだけこのプラントが大切ってことですよ。
And hence why I'm imagining that's going to be the center of the conflict of coming up.
日本が海洋国家だったことが幸いしたよな。農業国のアメリカやカナダにはない技術を帝国はたまたま持っていた。
Watasumi, God of the Sea. The name fits like a glove.
そうですね。誤解を招く言い方になってしまうかもしれませんが、西日本が壊滅して食料事情が悪化したことも合成食品生産技術の発展に拍車をかけたのかもしれませんね。
Yeah, I guess there's silver linings and all that.
特に近年殿下は生産プラントの建設に注力されていたようですし。
Yeah, even in Altered Fable she did. She does not lack in foresight, that's for sure. It's a bit of a surprise. She's royalty. She has no access to a ton of information, but that doesn't make her a prophet.
運命の皮肉ってやつかしらね。前線では生産プラントなんか建設する余裕は全くなかったでしょうし、それこそ豊かな農地を持っている後方の国家ではプラント建設なんか考えもしなかった。
Yeah, but now that all that land is useless.
もともと世界各地の生産プラント建設の主導は国連でしたしね。
ベータに国土を蹂躙され、それでも生き残った国だったからこそ生産プラント建設の重要性に気がついていた。これも地政学ってやつなのかしら。
Oh yeah, just peachy.
そうかもしれませんね。
Hey, there they are. What are these guys doing out here?
あれ、これはウォードークの皆さんじゃないですか。警備任務ですか？お疲れ様です。
よ、今日はこっちで作業か。
ここのところ昼はプラント建設現場、夜は格納庫ってね。師走とはよく言ったもんですよ。働きすぎで思わず坊さんもすっ転びますよ。
Oh, that must suck. Literally being worked to death. Not literal death, but...
進捗は予定通り？
予定通りっていうか、かなりはかどってると思いますよ。一応20日過ぎには第1モジュールの完成予定ですから。
October 20th, because this is October 5th, right? Yeah, October 20th. That's my birthday.
そんなに早くできちゃう予定なんですか？
Does that mean they're gonna have a party on my birthday? That'd be sweet. These guys that must have been hecka tired, but they're pushing through the pain for all our steaks.
それにしても大きいですね。こんなものを作れちゃうんだから皆さんすごいです。
おう、お前らも来たのか。ご苦労さん。
お疲れ様です。今日一日警備っすよ。
しっかり頼むぜ。何せここの設備は全人類の至宝だからな。
Yeah, at this point. Humanity's greatest treasure. Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
同時に戦略目標です。
And Yuzaka's right as well.
ああ、仙道少尉の言う通りだな。確かにこいつは重要拠点であり、戦略目標足り得る施設だ。
How sad is it that they have to consider that, like, oh yeah, this is really important. A place that provides food and helps people not starve to death probably will be targeted by enemies because, you know, going for food sources, that's real cool. It makes sense in a war, but it sucks.
特にコアモジュールは機密中の機密だ。俺も詳しくは知らんが、国連の設備よりよほど性能が上なのは間違いない。
Probably the only hope they've really got is if Canada is really struggling for resources as much as the US is, which I would believe it's so, then Canada might be more interested in capturing this place rather than destroying it. That might give them the opportunity that if things really go south, to potentially get it back.
この食糧難の時代に海さえあれば合成とはいえ、肉でも野菜でも作れちまうってのはありがたい話だな。
肉食いたいですもんね。
Yeah.
合成配合飼料が生産できるようになれば食肉生産にかけられていた規制も少しは緩和されるでしょうか。前から疑問だったんですけど、なんでお肉を作っちゃダメなんですか？
Well,
みんな食べたいはずなのに。
if it's not synthetic meat, like, there's only so much, like, animals we have, we need to make sure that we don't let their population drop too quickly.
食肉生産は穀物の大量消費につながるんだよ。
Ah, that also makes a lot of sense.
そうなんです。1キロの肉を生産するためには鳥ならば3キロの穀物が、牛ならば7キロの穀物が必要とされているんですよ。
To fetch. Yeah, it's a good point. You don't really get much return.
はあ、それは全然割に合わないですね。
そういうこった。でもプラントができれば話は変わる。合成とはいえ海水から肉を作れるんだ。 まさに生産プラントは各国の垂涎の的だな。
That's pretty cool. It's like a very, very neat that they can even do this.
お、気の利いたシャレじゃねえか。
そうっすか？いやー。
何のことでしょう。
周囲がお肉食べたくてよだれダラダラ状態ってことと、このプラントは各国が
Nothing kills a dad joke like explaining it.
そういう解説はやめてくれ。悲しくなる。
でもそんな大事なものをシアトル湾内に作っちゃうんだ。
Why is that surprising? The closer it is to our like military, the better. Speaking of which, I heard it wasn't just scientific advisors that designated Seattle as the place to build the plant. Her Highness had a hand in the decision too. Oh, maybe as opposed to Hawaii. Interesting choice that, actually, now that I think about it.
いや、シアトル湾内に作るってのは真っ当な選択だろ。
Seattle Bay is close to the open sea, which always is a plus. As for the minuses, we're right on the doorstep of an active battlefield, and the waters are so toxic you'd probably spout another limb if you took a dip.
どうしてですか？ここ基地に近いですし、下手をすれば襲撃されちゃいますよね。そんなことになったら。
Maybe, but it also kind of enforces this idea that like we have a foothold and a place here in Seattle rather than just being loaned. Miono.
まあ、そういう危険がないとは言えんが、だがな、こいつのおかげでここは落ち着いてる。大きな揉め事や殺し合いが起きねえんだ。
I hope you're right.
なんせここには職がある。まともに働けば食っていけるだけの給料が出る。子供に教育を受けさせるだけの余裕も作れる。
God, that'd be nice.
そうなればあとは簡単な話でよ。くだらんいさかいでここを潰すわけにはいかんとこうなるわけよ。
You do not know humanity very well. You think we wouldn't be that stupid, but we're that stupid.
人種だの国籍だの宗教だのと争いのネタは死ぬってくらい転がってるが、みんな周囲と協調することを第一に考えてくれてるらしい。
It's an interesting thing to say, considering we're actively at war.
ここに勤務する誰もがこの施設を貴重に感じてる。だから小さな揉め事があったとしても、でかいトラブルに発展したことは一度もない。
Chief, you've got a lot of faith in altruism.
それ、すげえいい話ですね。
食べ物がいっぱいになったら、もっとみんな仲良く暮らせますよね。
Unless we hoard it, then we won't.
ああ、そうだな。
ここで作った食べ物、みんなが食べられるんですよね。
そうよ。孤児院のみんなも私たちも。
タコマに住むアメリカの人も。
そうだ。それなりの手続きは必要だが、ちゃんとみんなの手に渡るようになったら。
じゃあ、塩原の難民キャンプに住んでる人たちはどうなんでしょう。
They'll likely have to officially join, but I think so.
それは、無理ですか。
I'd be like, okay, here's what I would say to Miono. I'd be like, well, Miono, the trouble is that they've rejected the help that could be given to them because they don't want to be. They haven't accepted their role. But when resources are more plentiful, then they'll be given a better opportunity to join and a reliable place to work and more likely to be treated equally. Then they likely will have access to this stuff, and us refugees will be turned away because we'll have the resources to house them.
あの人たちはどの国にも属していないからお渡しする手段が難しいと思います。そうなんですか。
Miono. Come on, there's an answer there.
いわれのない差別に甘んじて生きるより、この塩砂漠の中で生きることを私たちは選択しました。
I wonder what happened to them.
ここで生きられないというのなら、もはや運を天に任せるほかありません。
でもよ、亡命を促す大きな力になるだろう。生き続けることへの希望が見えれば、みんなその道を選ぶさ。たとえその時は苦渋の決断でも、生きていれば道が開けると、根拠を持って説得できる。
Yeah.
そうかもしれませんね。そうですよね。みんなここに来れば、それが。
次はなんだ？心配するなよ。誰だって。
カナダやフランスの人たちはどうでしょうか。
That's the question. This is what we're called cutting the Gordian knot, isn't it? We could remove the justification for war with one fell swoop if we exported food aid to Canada and France. Too bad the real world doesn't work that way.
戦争中だし、無理ね。
Harsh.
そうですよね。難しいですよね。すみません。
I
忘れ
wish.
てください。
Maybe we could put aside differences.
そのために頑張ってくれや、ジョーちゃん。相手が憎いからとか、必要だから奪うとか、そんなんじゃなくてよ。当たり前のことができるようになるために頑張ってくれや。
I like you.
悔しいが、俺のような老いぼれはもう前に立ってそれをすることはできねえんだ。情けねえが、若え奴らにケツ浮いてもらわなきゃならねえんだ。
Boy, there's a sentence that I feel like applies to life right now.
私、頑張ります。頑張って、頑張ります。
雫。
よーし。手始めに今日の警備、頑張りますよ。
She's so cute.
おう、よろしく頼むな。
あ、そういえばミオの少尉、さっき一郎くん見かけましたよ。
Ah?
本当ですか？一生懸命働いてくれてるといいな。
イチローがなんでこんなとこにいるんだ？
勤労奉仕です。知ってるでしょ？午前中は学校だけど、午後は職業訓練という名の勤労奉仕活動よ。
Well, we need all the hands we can get. A little hard labor is always good for the kids. A little hard labor never hurt no one.
なんだ、さっき楠本と絡んでたガキはお前らの知り合いだったのか？
そうなんすよ。これがまたとんでもなく生意気なガキで。
そうか？真面目で見どころのあるやつだったぞ。割と的確な質問してたしな。
Oh, nice. No way.
本当ですか？よかった。
なかなか筋がいいですよ。
Oh, good.
これで肩の荷が少し軽くなるわね。
So he's got a good place to go.
まだまだ一人前になるには時間がかかるがな。ま、何事もそうだろ。
Cool.
あの子のことよろしくお願いします。
お任せください。
よし、それじゃあそろそろ俺たちも持ち場に着くぞ。集まってくれ。地図で確認する。
All right. Nice, nice. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to be going to the orphanage, but we're going to be doing that next week. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun. I have no idea what I would be doing in Hibiki's shoes. Not a clue. I have no idea how to handle Miono's situation or how to help her in any way that's like reasonably like actually effective, but man, do I want to. I want her to be able to succeed. I want her to feel like she's not dragging everyone down because she's such an important member to the team. God, can you imagine if she were gone? That'd be terrible. I also think it's really cool to be able to get some of that like insight, but I'm definitely like getting a real strong push that like we're going to be seeing a lot of real not so fun stuff happening at that plant soon. So yeah, we better brace ourselves for that, but hey, we'll deal with all that in the future. So thank you guys so much again for being here. Thank you especially to the patrons who help make this content more possible, helping me push forward to that dream of just making this channel something that can be independent, something I can spend more and more of my time doing, making it so I can make even more content, and helping me just make the content I make right now. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. So thank you so much for spending your time here, and hope you guys have a good rest of your night and your day or whatever you're watching this. But yeah, hope you guys have some stuff to share in the comments, and I'd love to know if you have any really interesting insights to offer about some of those submarine TSF-like mechs. It'd be kind of neat to know, like, if you have anything that you think I should know more about. Because, ironically, I know we've seen a bit of them before. I don't know if I know a whole lot about them, other than the fact that they existed. So yeah, because like once we got that review, I'm pretty sure it's not like the mechanized suit that I was thinking of in the other series. I was that's just more of like a personalized suit. Like those sound like they're actually like full-on TSFs, but they're like submarine like amphibian type of TSS. Oh wait, yeah, there's a sign. There's a shot in Alternative, I think, of those things moving through the water. They kind of like fold up on themselves and look like little torpedoes, if I'm recalling correctly. I think that's what I was remembering. So yeah, it's cool to know more about them. That'd be a fun one to be part of too. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a great time. And until the next video watching me, I'll see me in next. I'll see you there.